For a long time, I've been wanting to do my own awards show on the internet and give recognition to the YouTubers and video makers who have done something special and help spread the recognition and recommendations around the internet. So when the DT Awards rolled around, I decided to try and get my nominations in like I have every year. And I always feel bad for those people who get nominated but never make it to the voting stage. I'm going to go over the names that I had considered for nominations for the 4th Annual DT Awards, but had to pass on them for one reason or another, or who were not promoted from nomination to voting phase. The first name on my list that I'd like to cover is ZackScottGames. I nominated him on the Atomic Uno Awards for Best Unboxing, mostly because of the fact that I don't watch unboxing videos, and I had to put down a couple of names for the nominations. I know nothing about unboxing videos. I don't watch them. I don't follow them. I just had to put a name down. However, as a gamer, ZackScott is very entertaining. He has an awesome personality. He does the games very skillfully, usually blind. He has a lot of energy and he's a lot of fun. And he's very enjoyable to listen to and watch. He plays a lot of games that I coincidentally also have, and I've relied on him to help walk me through games many times. The next one is somebody that I nominated for the Best Trailer Reviews, and that is Emergency Awesome. Someone who's been in the DT Awards before and who I discovered through previous DT Award episodes. And what this guy does is he has a lot of comic book knowledge, and he likes to go over the trailers to movies and trailers to TV show episodes and help explain some of the history behind the comic book characters that are in the episodes, and from his knowledge of comic books where the episode or movie is likely to go. I thought he was a perfect choice for the trailers category. The only person I know who really does this sort of thing, because I don't typically follow trailers. The other guy I nominated was also not accepted as a trailers person, and that was Moliminous, who does trailers for My Little Pony episodes, and he shows off episode clips and fan art, and he talks about the synopsises and speculates on what might happen in each episode, giving away heavy spoilers, but also discussing random fan theories and lead to information that may or may not come true in the course of the upcoming seasons. The next guy that I'd like to go over and give a shout out to is Youfreakinnerd, a YouTuber who is extremely funny and extremely energetic, extremely enjoyable, and is the guy who is partially responsible for me getting into My Little Pony, simply because of his enthusiasm, passion, and love for the series, drumming up my curiosity. I wish I could return the favor to him and bring him into the fold of Strawberry Shortcake or some other thing. I absolutely love his stuff, and without him being a Young Justice and Korra fan, I would have never gotten into a lot of the things that I am into now. I am where I am partially because of him, so all shout outs to Youfreakinnerd. Next is someone who I nominated in previous years who does a really good job. I got into him during the Young Justice and Korra fandom era when those shows were on and being reviewed. This person is HoosierJedi, and he reviews a lot of the shows I watch. Korra, Young Justice, Star Wars, Arrow, Gotham, The Flash, tons of things. He has a lot of comic book knowledge. He's just as good as Comic Uno or Comic Frontline or any of those other people. He is very worthy to be part of that crowd. Next we have TBBAP. This is a show about two best brothers discussing My Little Pony episodes. It started out in sort of a bantering back and forth, playing off of each other, semi-animated vlog style, review style show. It did some shorts, did some song parodies, some animations, had some fun putting their characters into the Equestria world, playing around with their unique backstories. They created some very fascinating personas for themselves within the pony world. In My Little Pony Season 5, they've gone straight up vlog style, still bantering back and forth. They're very enjoyable, lots of fun. Next, shout out goes to Broken Unicorn Studios. These guys are still great. These are two guys with two very unique pony OCs, very unique backstories. They do great stuff, enjoyable stuff. They have a lot of unique insight into the episodes and say a lot of things that other brony reviewers and analysts don't necessarily catch when they're watching the episodes. They bring a lot of intellectual, book-learned discussion to the table, and I find it very fascinating to listen to them bring other perspectives that a lot of people maybe haven't paid attention to. Next shout out on my list goes to Tommy Oliver, aka Brony Curious. This is a guy who is perhaps, along with Digibro, who did make the cut into the voting stage, one of the two fathers of the Brony Analyst, Brony Reviewer movement. He did the Brony stuff first, and he did it as one of the best. And along with Anthony C., who I'm also shouting out, he did some great comedy sketches, great crossovers. Lots of great stuff happened during the era of Brony Curious. Now he's doing less My Little Pony stuff, and in fact, during Season 5 has hardly posted anything at all, but he is still the guy that many bronies would not be where they are today if he did not do what he did. He is the Doug Walker, the Linkara, the angry video game nerd, the guy that is the one that everybody else imitates when they're trying to do their own shows. He's the one that set the example to go by, the blueprint, the mold. Next shout out, Ray of Hope 3579. This is a person who does song covers set to adorable, brilliant, stilled, drawn animation, and her own voice singing it. So she sings it, she draws it, she animates it, she puts it all together, she thinks of the lyrics, she does all of this stuff, mostly songs about Harvest Moon and Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. However, she hasn't done any work as of recently, and it's been many months since the last time she's posted something. GoldenTusk is my next shout out. This is the guy that is so nerdy, so awesome, that he has put on costumes, done green screen work, written song parody lyrics, sung multiple roles, played multiple parts, done multiple intricate layers of song singing and song styles, harmony and melodies simultaneously edited together, and everything being awesome. What he does is he does popular movie theme songs like Batman, Superman, Indiana Jones, Jaws. He takes those types of songs and adds lyrics to them, and they're awesomely done. This guy got a shout out on the TV network G4, which is sadly no longer around, and he totally deserves it. However, in his recent years, he's gone off of the song parody thing and into creating original works. He does a lot of short skits. My next shout out is to the Living Tombstone. This is a person who makes brony music, like fellow brony musician Black Griffin, who was nominated and did make it all the way to the voting stage. The Living Tombstone also does original brony music. Both him and Black Griffin are very good musicians. Black Griffin is, however, easier to contact and actually wrote me back and gave me permission to use his music, whereas the Living Tombstone I've never heard back from yet. But I still want to give him a shout out, and I still think that he deserves a listen. The other musician that I enjoy, I have absolutely tons on my playlist, on my bookmarks, but to limit myself to just a few, the next musician that I'd like to shout out is Coelacanth. He does a lot of my favorite musical pieces that I've used in my work, and he actually gave me permission to use his work. He does great stuff, great non-lyrical music pieces, and definitely worth more people checking out. And unlike Living Tombstone and Black Griffin, Coelacanth needs more attention because he's not very well known. Amongst the comment reviewers, I have tried multiple times to nominate, and it never goes anyplace, Linkara and The Last Angry Geek. And this year I also nominated Comic Sans Pony and Master Code Ace Analyst as comic book reviewers, and none of these people got from nomination to voting stage. They both do very good work, both have very unique OCs with very unique backstories, and both deserve a little chance to watch what they do and give them some more attention. The next shout out is for list-based videos, and the only one that I knew is List 25, a series that lists 25 weird but true facts in history, science, nature, and other fields of education. They're very fact-filled and a lot of fun and